Good afternoon and God bless, ladies and gentlemen, to our instructor, Ma'am Isabel Paiso. Welcome. And also to the rest of my classmates, a warming great to all of you. Good day. So for today, we are going to report our assigned topic, the late childhood, the intermediate scholar. So first of all, I am Bertlin Villahawan Marcel, taking up a Bachelor of Science and Secondary Education major in English together with my partner, Jamaica Shane Marshall. So, intermediate scholar have more control over their bodies than they were in primary school. They become more active and have greater liberty to choose the excuse me, choose the hobbies or sport that they want to do in get involved in. So, in this stage, in the late childhood, in the intermediate schooler, it's hard for us as a teacher, as a parent, to handle this kind of students or pupil because in this stage there are some more changes we are going to face off. So these changes we are going to tackle about later. So let's proceed to our learning outcomes. No, in our learning outcomes at the end of this session, we are going to examine the different types of development, physical, cognitive, and socio-emotional characteristic of intermediate schoolers. Second, we are going to design a simple exercise program of intermediate school children. We are going also to enumerate ways on how teachers can promote creativity in the learning environment, such as activities and materials to use. Then, the last one, we are going to determine the qualities of family life that affect older children's development. Let's proceed. So now we are going here in our first topic, the physical development of intermediate pupil. No, it says that on the average, girls are generally 2 years ahead of boys in terms of maturity. No, so as you observe, most of the when it comes to the physical development of both genders, either it is both genders, uh, they have extremely have an average 2 years ahead, no? Just for example, makita, we were looking at their school, makaingon those changes as something nga as you observe nga mas formal pa, no, the way they act ang girls kaysa boys, kay ang mga boys they are makold sa nato usay ang boys og immaturity, no, sa samot na sa mga girls nga makaingon ang girls nga immature kay ka, di ba ana? So they are dili nato siya malikayan because girls are generally 2 years ahead of boys in terms of maturity. So in this stage also puberty begins earlier. So in this stage, puberty becomes at this stage, no? Either at this stage, in the girls, we were considered they are belong to the intermediate schoolers because the budding breast and menstrual periods occurs for girls. Then boys tends to have more lean body mass per inch of height than the girls. No, so sa mga girls, ang mga ilhanan or mga signs that they are going to their changes of their physical development. So the budding breast, no, so namanagko na inyong kaugmaon. so so dito na mo tubo dayon. Then syempre the most important nga makuan dili jud malikayan is the menstrual period. Then for the boys also tends to have more lean body mass per inch of the height than the girls. So makita nato just for example the signs is kanang mas taas kusog og tubo when it comes to the physical development ang boys kaysa girls. Now children in their late child stage always seems to be in a hurry. They get so busy with their schoolworks, interacting with their friends, exploring other possible activities. But this period of physical development seems to take on a pleasure of pace. So, ang ato daw tanan nga gipang buhat is just for a pleasurement of ourselves, no? So, in this stage, also manggod, so diri na to sila diri na to ma-develop nga uy unsa pa day inaan ako, so I want to develop or I want to make the things, no. So ato ang pagbuot din hinga stage nato. So next we have girls become concerned about their features and boys becomes aware of their stature and muscle size and strength. No, sa girls become start of the concern about the features, especially in high school, no. In high school also dira nato samot na og ting panguli na, no. Dira jud nato mabantayan is bahala pag malimtan or sa ba na malimtan dra or basta dili lang malimtan ang pagpangliptin ug pangpulbos di ba. Wa jud na siya kasagaran nga mao na siya most of the situations nga dili malikayan as a girls. So kana gani nga mga kwan dili nato na siya ang ibadlong, it's because it's a part of a physical development of a girls or it's a part of development of a boys, no. No, ang mga boys mo dako na pud ang mga muscles. So examples ang gawas ng mga edama sa apple, then mga-develop na mga changes or dahil na jud nato makita ang changes sa ato ang lawas, no. So kini nga stage it is a very important, no, kay diri nato sila mailhan how we change or how we grow up when puberty strike us, no. Diri nato siya makita ang there are so many changes for the boys nga atong mailhan when it comes to this development of a physical. Next, we have our cognitive development of the intermediate scholar. So, in the development, not just only talk about physical, but also the cognitive development, no? The cognitive development. So, there are initial cognitive characteristics. Their thinking skills become more effective compared to their primary years, no. Their thinking skills have become more effective, no, compared during the primary years. Now, for example, so in our primary years atong mahibalan is A, B, C, D, A, F, G. So when it becomes to when is the cognitive develop, no, it started to develop, we considered our mind that it can give us a more effective, kumbaga na-upgrade siya. So kumbaga dili lang ABCD ang atong nailhan ay atong nahibalan, at least we know other words, no, na makaingon ta ala karon pa ako kabalo ni, just because of our cognitive development has striking to develop more and more, and through it's the process, no. Reading, next, that's also the development so the development, but also the the reading development, also the reading development of us students have become more have wait lang, excuse me, sorry, no. So reading not just about having a development, but also the reading development of us person. When the cognitive started to develop, there are some things or some words that we could have kanang kumbaga ma-adapt to adapt something new, no. Just like dili lang nato ni balas, but to upgrade our the knowledge, no, with the cognitive. So attention have no longer and more flexible span of attention, no. Attention is have no longer, no, dili na sila kinahanglan, because as cognitive we are also nga kita mo ni magdala. So kumbaga I want that, I want to discover that things, I want to go with that things, no. Kita mo yung kuan. So only to do is to seek guidance lang. Also as a teachers or as a parents, we need to give attention, or we need to give guidance in order for us, our students or our children to become more succeed in developing the cognitive. So in developing physical and cognitive manggod, it is very important to guide them, because kung matagaan na to sila og guide, is to mahatag na to sila ang saktong guide, their physical and cognitive can develop well, di ba? Ma-develop well sila og sakto, kay through us our guidance. So kay as a parent or as a teachers, kita may una god, no, kita may una nga na nakaagi nga na. So as our experience lets us teach to those who are undergo and who are being undergo with these changes or development. No, next we have creativity, often to explore new things. So just like I said earlier, so when the cognitive started to develop, our minds become more widened, no? They are able to adapt more ideas, they are going to adapt more creativity. Just like creativity, kanang na makaingon ka nga, daghan na kag gihunahuna, no? Gihunahuna nimo nga you want to make or you want to create something, makaingon na kag nabuhat lang ginako ni. So it's not just about your, kumbaga, makaingon tag na powers no, just your power, no. This is because of the cognitive started to develop. So when cognitive started to develop, dira dyan mo sulod si creativity, no. Kung kana gani maka once you are experienced that thing nga you have ruined your mind, the creativity, so explore it, no. Try to explore din, you are going to amaze what was the result, no. Kay magdeha nimo ma-create ang mga nindot nga mga things nga karon pa nimo siya ma-discover, no. So sa diri sa socio cognitive, so start to develop the mind, no. The way you speak, the way you give insights to your sa imong palibot, no. Mao na si psychologist about us the cognitive. Now next we have the stage of the socio-emotional development of the intermediate scholars, no. So in this stage, in this development rather, so understanding self-competence, self-identity, and self-concept have growing sense of competence. So in this development, this development is trying to develop our socio-emotional, the social emotional of our the interactions, especially to the people around us, no. The growing sense of competences, diri na din makita na din nga, kita na din especially to the students, diri na din makita ay nalabuan ko to niya, honor siya, dapat maningkamot po ko. So dira na to makita, dira na din mosulog ang competences between yourself, no, between as your identity, no. Kay kung kini mo siya ma-develop, once na socio-emotional develop, you're trying to kabuto nimo ang tanan yun. You are trying to get anything nga gusto nimo makuha, just like to kanang gusto nimo nga makuha nimong kaugalingon, ma-pleasure gyud nimo imong kaugalingon, no. Involve the ability to manage feelings and impulses which are needed to grow and learn, no. Also how can describe themselves in the external and psychological and traits. Emotion development improve emotional understanding, greater ability to show a control of emotions, no. It starts there as at this stage, to our emotions, our socio emotional started to develop at this point, no. Next we have in our emotional intelligence we have four main areas. So sorry for the spelling of the four, no, it's my mistake. So we have developing emotional, which is self-awareness, managing emotions, self-control, reading emotions, the perfective talking, the handling emotions. So at this stage, the socio-emotional development, there started also to develop, which is developing emotional. So how we can do a ways to develop more, or to support more on how to develop their emotions. Emotions are are the same. So how emotions, how to develop their emotions well, how to manage their emotions, how to read their emotions, no. So by the way, by giving masuportaan nato kini sila nga mga pagi by showing love, show an affection for them, no. Encourage your child to try new things, no, to develop emotion, to how to be developed emotional, no. Let's just help us show and encourage our children, our students to make new things nga wala pa nila discover. So there's some point manggod na some students also nga moingon sila nga kuan kanang excuse me, there are some developing emotional nila nga kuan nga kailangan we need them to support us as a young as is an older than them, no. We have to support, we have to give our let them give them opportunities to do what makes they are happy, no. In order for them, by the way of that, by supporting them, by treating them well, we could assure that we can help them develop and managing their emotions and emotionals, as well as their self-awareness. And second, we have, and also by helping them building friendship, no. Fair interactions increases and approval belongingness contribute and security their emotional development, no. Not just about by giving them a support, but also by letting them to have a companionment, no, having develop their ability to get involved in everything, to get involved in our activities, as well as, no, by giving us activities that could build friendship, can help them to also to develop their emotional development, as well as how to develop self-esteem. Then second, we have 5 types of peer status. No, in developing also, we have our also 5 types peer status. We have popular, the average, the neglected, or rejected, or the controversial. And these 5 peer status, we're going to discuss it in the next slides. So let's proceed. So, so the popular children fears find very positive have the following skills. So those students popular students below ay popular children which peers finds positive have the following skills. So if you are belong here, give out as a belong a popular student, so those students manggod, so popular students belong nga those students nga always on the kanang always siya nga active sa klase, always siya nga, for example, kanang popular children or students, kanang mukuan siya give out reinforcement. So kining give out reinforcement, so katon siyang students nga si ma'am nagpadulong pa lang gani, gidaga na dayon kay gisugat ang gikuha ang bag kay sila modala, so sila na nga mga students, katong mga students nga wala pa gani gisugo nga manilhig na no nanghinlo na, so their students nga have a popular things with a very positive thoughts nga ilahang gyunahon na no. Then those students nga listen carefully and keep open communications. Katong mga students kay kini mga popular students, most of the popular students or popular children maglingkod yun sila sa tubangan, no. Talags wala dyan mahitabo nga popular students nga maglingkod sa likod. So dito dyan sa tubangan kay permitin nila sila tawagon ni ma'am, no. Kini mga popular student permitin sila they are the one nga magpakuan sa kanang kumbaga the first honor kanang bitang perminti ma-call out ang name in terms of the activities, in terms of recitations, in terms of everything activities nga pagabuhaton, no. They're happy and are in control of their negative emotions. So sila yung students na kayang i-control yung mga negative na emotions na nakuha nila sa sulod sa usa ka classroom. Kana bitong basigiingan ka nga kuan kana something you heard bad of your sides, but gikip nimo siya nga kuan is just for, no, those mo na siya belong sa popular students. So enthusiasm and concern for others. So a popular children ang daw dili lang siya nga kanang students nga kanang sugo o kanang mutuman sa wala gisugo, but also they have also to concern with the other, no, concern for sa other. So mas sulahi na nang kuan ay kanang popular student nga kanang bright lagi pero dili pud siya kabalo mo lantaw og cancer, but mix di siya kabalo mo hatag og tabang. So most of the students nanana sa mga college level, senior high na mga ana as I observe, no. So next we have a negative feeling toward rejected children, no. So dito na siya nabulong na siyang katong we have four. We have popular, the average, nagkuyog na sila doon, ang neglected, rejected, and controversial. Diri na siya sa mga negative feeling toward rejected children. So, kung naay popular children, naapod tay mga rejected. So, kinsa man sila? So, sila yung participate in the class less. So, they are going to participate less in the classrooms, especially in the activities. For example, nga a teacher give an activity. So, most of the mao jud makahatag og full participation is kato yung popular children. So kini sila mga negative children, they participate less. So unsaon nato siya to aware this to conceive or to give us a pair kanang fair nga activities nga could participate sa kwanto, no. So we are going to know that later. So have a negative attitude in school, tardiness and attendance. So those students nga always have tired, walang gana, bumasok sa klase, o yung palaging ng absent, o pagaling ko sa attendance. No, yun sa mga students, so more often reported as being lonely. So those students nga, most of the negative feeling toward rejected. So to those kaklase nga students nga na-permente sa likod, na pinakaulay sa likod, na pinakasulok sa sa classroom. So they are the students who have feel negative or rejected children. So as a teacher or as a parent or as a part of this school, no, we are going to also to aware. So unsa na to sa pag-aware, how we can do or how we can do a best solution to aware. So para mawala na ni sila ng mga rejected children, no. So ano to na sila pag-aware, no. When children feel rejected their parents, they tend to become more anxious, no, so and insecure. Over time they start to lose self-esteem and chronic excuse me. They even develop hostility and aggression towards others. So if kung ma-continue magud ni siya, kung ma-continue as a teacher, dili ni siya matagaan og pagtagad, or as administrator sa school, dili ni siya matagaan og pagtagad this kind of problem. So more on there could be an interaction problems between the students and the other students, which is the popular, and the students and to the teachers, no. So as school, or we are trying to improve everything, no, we are trying to coop up everything nga ato jud siyang madala is to give an equal learning, no, equal learning and equal treatment of our students, no. Ang unsa atong buhaton is to comfort and validate their experience, making feeling safe. If you don't succeed, try again, no. So if we are going to encourage them also, no, encourage those negative students na to do, no, encourage to do. If you don't if the failure sila, so ato siya na istoryahan nga ko napay sunod to try again at to be succeed, no, try again to succeed. So we are going as a stakeholders, or as a teacher, we are going to abide some encouragement to this negative students, just dili lang po sa students but also to the popular students pod, no, nga help them their classmates, no, to help other students to achieve companionship, especially in going and in the learning fields, no. Dili lang si teacher, dili lang sa part sa dili lang si mama, but also to the kung kinsa man tong naa sa iyang palibot nga makapadasig sa iyaha. So atong buhaton kay ang one of the aim as a education, wala jud tay mapiano. Kung mag-succeed ang isa, we're going to succeed, no. Kung kay lain man gud kung natay mabiyan. So that would be all my topic. So the second slide, the second topic will be reported by Jamaica Shane Marshall. So thank you for listening and God bless us all.